Hi everyone, my name is Jameson, and this is going to be my review of the Behringer Mini Mic MIC800 modeling preamp. During this video, I'm probably going to cut to scenes of pictures of the individual items I may be talking about, just to give you a better idea of what they look like. And this lighting is not the best, so that's probably why I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and review it front to back, and then I'll give you my overall opinion of it. So on the front here, we have your clip and your signal LEDs. You have a 20 dB pad, a phase inverse, and you also have your phantom power for those people that really like condenser microphones. I don't really use mine anymore, but it's nice to have those options. You have an input gain, and you also have a low cut that significantly changes the audio quality. As you can hear, my voice is really changing from each of those extremes that I probably won't ever use, but it's really nice to have options, and I think that's what the modeling preamp is all about. So this, I do not want to talk about it for too long, but you're probably really impressed by this. You probably saw an image and was like, wow, look at all those options. That's super cool. Well, it is kind of cool, but I can't explain it in too greater detail. I would say that depending upon where the knob is, it's going to engage the tube emulation, the limiter, both or none of them. Kind of confusing. I'll let you look at this and maybe just pause the video, or I could put a picture there, whichever you like. So right now I am not using the tube emulation or anything. Let's see, I'm just going to turn this to vocal since that's what I'm doing, and that is engaging the tube, and thus it will be affected by changes we have here. We'll see how different this sounds. I'm recording this straight to my computer, and I'll be syncing it up with the video, so trying to maintain an accurate representation of what this sounds like. And you should be able to hear quite a bit of difference in that. I'm just go ahead and turn that back. If you guys really want to see me go through all these knobs and just sample them, you can just comment on the video. This is only my second review, so a little new to this, not really sure what you guys want. So moving on, of course, the VTC tube output. This would be the tube emulation, giving you those higher harmonics. I can see a lot of people that use tube amps. This is probably not going to satisfy them because, hey, it's pretty much a solid state, and this is not a fair compromise to them. But it is nice, especially for people who are just starting out. It's a very inexpensive preamp, and you kind of get a little bit of both worlds here. On the output meter, very nice to have this. I have another preamp that has one of these, and it doesn't work unless you max the gains, and at which point you're just clipping the clips, and it's terrible. So having a nice, almost accurate representation of this is pretty nice. Problem though, it's very bright, so if this is down below you, I'm looking into that with my eyes, and wow, that is very bright. 2 LEDs, so try and keep it eye level or higher, and don't be looking down at those because it will blind you. And your power button, of course, we're not going to click that because we might hit a very loud pitch. Actually, we're going to try it just because we want to test the quality, right guys? Okay, that was not bad at all. Some of my other preamps, they must have some kind of like capacitor setup, but when you click that button, it is loud. It clips the clip. And so it's nice to have that kind of mute button that you can just quickly flip. Go around to the back here, and pretty basic, nothing over here. All the goodness is over here, and there is not much of it. You have an XLR in, or you can do a 1/4 inch in, and your only output is a 1/4 inch, which is kind of disappointing. I really like to have that option of an XLR out, but this is $40. I can't expect too much, but I mean, with my Tube MP Studio or whatever, I do have the XLR out, as well as the option of using that 1/4 inch. But I don't know why I'm complaining. I can just use an adapter if I really need that, going to some other devices that only accept XLR. So, and of course you have your AC adapter. So overall, I kind of like this preamp. I was very skeptical. I actually wanted to return it, and while I was waiting for the return to be processed, I played around with it, and I realized that it actually introduced less noise than the preamp I was using, which isn't great. I'm not a serious audiophile like some of my friends, but the preamp was, I guess, yeah, the Tube MP, and even after swapping out the tubes, this thing beat my Tube MP. As far as judging harmonics of that, I'm really not too concerned with that. I'm doing light voiceover work and Skype calls, and I just need something to boost my SM58, so it's not too important to me. But the main thing people complained about, the weight, and that honestly does not bother me. It does sometimes indicate build quality, and I guess you could say that this would suggest that, oh, well, the shielding on this is less than that of something of an ART Tube MP because it's very light. I'm not sure if I can agree with that because I've had a better experience with this preamp as far as signal to noise ratio. But I can agree that, I mean, it does feel kind of cheap. When I'm plugging in wires, it's scooting around and it's kind of annoying. This is somewhat combated with the foam feet, and if you'll notice, the foam feet have an indent on top in case you want to stack this gear. I'll find a image. Yeah, in case you want to put like mixers on top, Behringer makes a whole plethora of this series. So if you're into very light audio work and you're just looking for somewhere to start, I would honestly recommend this series. It's kind of like the Lego building blocks. It seems kind of fun. I wish I started here because it's very inexpensive too, but if you're into serious audio editing work, I don't need to tell you that you probably want to spend a little more than $100 on a preamp. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you thought of it. And again, I'm Jameson. Thanks for watching.